Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today I'm making an ice-dyed spiral hoodie. The hoodie was washed and dried, soaked in a soda ash solution for at least 20 to 30 minutes. I wrung it out of my Panda spin dryer and so it's just barely damp. I also have it turned over and I'm going to begin the spiral on the back of the hoodie. I'm using a fork to begin the spiral, and as I turn my fork, I'm using my other hand to form extra folds in the spiral. I'm beginning the spiral on the back because the pocket on the front of the hoodie kind of gets in the way in starting the spiral. Then I'm going to hold the folds in place with some rubber bands. I'm making sure though to use larger rubber bands so that it doesn't cause the hoodie to fold in on itself when I put the rubber bands on. Okay, so now it's time to start applying the dye. Since this hoodie is so large, I decided to go ahead and dye it in one of the tubs that I normally process shirts in. So this is one of my large tubs that has a rack down inside the bottom of the tub, and I'm just going to place the hoodie on top of this rack. Before I begin applying my dye though, I'm going to divide my hoodie into 4 sections. In 2 of the sections that are across from each other, I'm using Lunar Blue from Custom Colors, one of the other sections is Havana Brown from Pro Chemical and Dye, and the last section is Olive from Pro Chemical and Dye. Originally, I thought I would put the ice straight onto the hoodie and not make any kind of an ice barrier around it. However, I decided against that, and so I'm using some cake collars that I'm going to make an ice barrier out of. Normally, I use my silicone cake molds for ice barriers. However, since this hoodie is thicker, it won't give me a lot of space to add the ice. So the cake collars are taller. I ordered these from Amazon, and they come in 2 different heights in the package that I purchased. This is the taller of the 2. I'll leave a link below the video in the description of where I purchased the cake collars. I try to leave links down in the description for several of the items that I use when I tie-dye. I'm holding the cake collars in place with the binder clip. Now I'm going to add an additional sprinkle of soda ash on top of my hoodie. I add the additional sprinkle of soda ash to the top to make sure that as the ice melts and runs through the hoodie, I still have plenty of soda ash left in the sweatshirt to react with the dye. Then I'm going to add a generous helping of ice. Because this is such a thick hoodie, I want to make sure I have plenty of ice to force that dye all the way through. Then I'm going to put my tub aside and allow the ice to melt. After the ice melted on the front side, I gently lifted up my hoodie and looked at the back side. The dye had come through the back side really well, but there was still a little bit of dye sitting on top, so I added just another thin layer of ice, let it melt, and then continue to process for another 24 to 36 hours. After I washed and dried the hoodie, this is what it looks like. This is my first time ice dyeing with a Havana Brown and Olive from Pro Chemical and Dye, and I really like the color splits that I got from the Havana Brown. The coral color was a little unexpected, but I think it really works with this hoodie. I also like the blue and green combination. That's always one of my favorites. So if you guys are enjoying watching these videos, I sure would appreciate it if you'd hit the big red subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.